In this very special...
welcome back, guys.
In this very special video, we're going to be reviewing Grimnack today.
Grimnack is an iconic orc. Is he the Tyrannosaurus or is he the orc?
I think it's the orc, but
now, here's the thing.
Also it's probably the orc, but I like to think it's the T-Rex.
Yeah, I believe it's the T-Rex. The reason why is that Grimnack has the ability Chomp. Yeah. So I believe Grimnack is indeed the Tyrannosaurus.
But here's the thing. What's odd about him is that his range is only one, but you can
clearly has a bow.
He has a bow and arrows.
Yeah,
he has a quiver.
He has a fully loaded quiver.
Yeah.
Not to mention he also has a sword and 2 spears, which seems a bit silly. But
well, this is a poleaxe.
That's a poleaxe.
Poleaxe, right. Spear, sword.
Bro, he's a master of all
weaponry.
Yeah, he's a jack of all trades.
I would rate Grimnack an 8.2 out of 10.
I can't rate Grimnack. I have too much respect for him.
Today, we're going to be talking about chickens.
Chackens. Remember McDonald's? Chacken sandwich. Wendy's. I think they got a Chacken sandwich. Me too.
This article from the New York Post. 2 arrested and 250 roosters seized as cops bust cockfighting ring in Southern California.
Wait a second, what? 2 arrested, 50... Where'd they put... So 2 people were...
arrested.
And 250 roosters were also...
seized, yeah. It's a lot of roosters for fighting.
This is a new story, too.
Yeah, this was just the other day. Talk about foul play. Cops busted an illegal cockfighting operation in Southern California, arresting 2 men, detaining nearly 3 dozen spectators, and seizing hundreds of roosters, weapons, and cash, authorities said. Southern California is definitely upper level.
The idea of people in California, like, everything's burning. Meanwhile, they're, like, having their chickens fight each other in an arena. It's, like, the most perfect, like, apocalyptic animal-themed movie just waiting to be made.
Police also detained 33 people at the property where about 50 vehicles were parked outside, many of them fleeing as authorities arrived. So there were 50 vehicles there. They seized 250 roosters, a fighting ring with a scoreboard, about 24...
What was the score?
I don't know. About 24 firearms from a large safe and steel talons.
Fellas, was this really worth interrupting? I'm not saying I don't feel bad for the chickens that got mauled.
Yeah.
But it is just a game, bro.
It's just a game. Let these guys play with their pet chickens.
Yeah, it's just some kids playing.
Officials with animal control also recovered approximately 17 dead roosters, 8 live ones, and tagged 61 boxed roosters, who also red tagged several buildings on the property, including a trailer. So this is like a pretty major ring for rooster fighting.
Man, so many people who've been training for this are going to be so disappointed when they bring their rooster in and they're like, so, when's the big fight? And they're like, it's not happening. You're under arrest.
A dame...
A man sees a dame.
Who was charged with assault with a deadly weapon, cruelty to animals, and failure to yield, was nabbed by police after he allegedly attempted to escape from the property and plow into a patrol unit. Narrowly
Can you imagine, like, you're
missing
making
a deputy who then initiated a pursuit?
Can you imagine making your grand escape after you get your chicken fighting ring gets busted? You're like, imagine you're battling each other's roosters. It's the big fight between Henrietta and old Cornpeck, and they're just battling it out. And then also the police is like, please open up! And they kick the door down. You're like, run! You grab as many like eggs out of the incubator as you can. You're just like running, dropping eggs. Just like you have your prize fighter chicken just with you, just to make sure like you still have a chance in the future. But the rooster gets hit in the battle of it all, and you're like, no, Cornpeck!
It's missing. There's just a little tube coming out of its neck.
They blast its head off. They blast its head off, but there's a smaller chicken head underneath because there's a new one growing inside. Imagine being the cop who's like gets the call like, "All right, we're raiding this place." It's like there might be chickens everywhere. We don't know.
3 live roosters
scary.
were found inside the rear cargo area of his
Imagine
car.
you get cornered by the cops and you're like,
oh, wait.
all right, this is our last stand. You put the steel talons on and you're like, we're going to fight our way out of here.
The guy who they pursued and caught had 3 live roosters were inside his car.
Did you say inside his coat?
The cargo area of his car, which was later impounded. 3 passengers were also taken into custody. So a guy with 3 buddies in the back and then in the passenger or rear cargo area, sorry.
I was hoping it was the passengers. So imagine like your right hand, you got your chickens. Just...
A police aerial unit located Romero hiding inside his truck with 7 live roosters kept in boxes, a large sum of money. I want to know how much money.
Yeah. I guess I don't want to give people any funny
ideas. And a semi-automatic handgun hidden in the vehicle. He is charged in animal cruelty and gun possession. Both men were booked at Central Detention Center in San Bernardino. Well, that was it.
Well, yeah, it's got to be just the scene of like California's burning down, and you're like, crud, things are getting crazy. Then all of a sudden you get the call that they're busting the chicken battle arena.
The big match that's going on. You're about to find out who the new grand champion is, and then you hear the sirens outside.
Like, crud. It's so over. It's so over.
The craziest part to me is that there were 50 vehicles.
Was it literally the day after Trump got into office?
Yeah.
Do you think it was like they've been letting it go for a while because it brings some good money in, and then they're just like, all right, crud, Trump's in office, we got to clean up a bit, and they like first target. Get the chicken, hypnotize it, do the line. The chicken's like going out, eggs just flopping out of its egg hole. Just all hell breaks loose.
How's this rooster laying eggs?
And they're hard boiled.
Have you ever had a rooster egg?
Dude, rooster eggs are weird because they're a lot like longer and more like bullet shaped. They're like longer and thinner, and the shells are about like, I don't know, 65% thicker. Really weird. No yolk either. Like there's like a thin yellow like streak in the middle, but not really something I'd call a yolk.
Yeah. Well, we hoped you enjoyed that.
If you didn't, leave a like and comment in the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell, and always remember to share our videos on Vine.
It was Vine's birthday, I guess, today or yesterday.
Happy birthday, Vine, you're dead.
Join us next time as we talk about...
discuss the pandemic. Penguins' feathers are getting thicker, but by doing so, the holes in their skin are getting smaller. I don't...
Yeah, just you wait. That's what we're going to talk about next.
It'll make sense when you see it.